Claudia from Cup of Soup.
Hello.
Cup of Soul. Not soul. Hi, ladies. Nicola, I'm going to start with you. You were my favorite, and I want you to have love, and you just things. How did you feel? Because I'm like, give this girl some good news, you know?
I know, some days I go on set and I think, oh, another terrible day for Penelope. What's going to happen now? But I think that's why, you know, I hope the audience relate to her, because I certainly did. And thinking about, you know, first love and it being so heartbreaking and unrequited love and not being understood and rejected. I think she has so many struggles to go through. And ultimately, I think deep down, she's such a sweet, lovely girl that, I mean, me too. I want lots of nice things to happen to her. I think she deserves it.
And can we get her some nicer colors? Because you're a cute girl, and I am like, these horrid oranges and greens. I'm like, what is happening? Who do we need to talk to? Because I feel, you know, it dulls all of her charm and all of her happiness.
I mean, I think Penelope hates yellow and doesn't want to wear it, but Mommy Featherington, that's all her call. But I loved the pink dresses. Any day I was in a pink, I was like, yes. Because also for me, I was like, that's obviously when Penelope chose. That's what she wanted to wear. But yeah, I mean, I think the costumes are outrageous. They're so much fun.
And Claudia, you on the other hand are like up to here. You know what I mean? And it's just, but I love that your character, during a time when women really weren't being assertive and allowed to make choices, she's just like, she's a rebel, she smokes, she says how she feels, and I'm interested also. I want to see how she's gonna do, and keeping my fingers crossed for season 2 with this whole thing of having to get a husband. And I'm like, you know, how is she gonna navigate with this at the same time still follow her dreams? So talk about what it was like playing someone who's so non-traditional.
I guess like me and Nicola like speak about how, you know, for the freedoms that we have now, someone would have been having to do it at some point. Like, there have been incredible human beings in the past that have allowed us our freedoms and have, you know, in all different arenas. And I suppose Penelope and Eloise are a great little like duo to show that these little trailblazers of thought, you know, exploration of thought and trying to find their own way. And she's quite right. They're both quite right to explore like, well, why do I have to do it like in that way? That's not the way. That's just a way that people have been doing it. They might want it, but it's not what I want. I guess for me, it was a pleasure to do because me and Nicola are big lovers of comedy. So we got a lot of time to play and bounce off of each other and sort of be like incredibly witty young women, which again is sort of in with the backdrop of the early 1800s is another sort of like shocker. But, you know, there would have been hilarious women absolutely smashing it in that time as well. I am interested to see how she's going to handle love in the future, if she ever does. Because can you even imagine, like, Eloise on a date?
Right? I think it would have to be one of the things where it's like love at first sight, and she'll fight
right.
it, but it kind of gives into it. Talk about the theme of friendship, right, between the two of you and what it means to be a friend. Nicola, you go first.
I think we had the privilege of meeting Julia Quinn, who created the Bridgerton series. And she was so generous and lovely and beautiful with us, and that she said, you know, I am Penelope and Eloise. Those are the two characters that are the two sides of me. And she said, these books are about love, but they're also so much about love within friendship. And this friendship underpins the whole series. So it felt really special to hear that from her. And also, I think this year especially has made us realize how precious our friends are. And like, I've had the same best friend since I was a little girl. And I think, you know, friendships grow and change, but it's so integral to who we are. And our friends hold us to account and they make us laugh. And I think the fact that female friendships are such a big feature of this series is one of the most special things about it.
What about you, Claudia? What does the theme of friendship mean to you?
I suppose like there's an importance in like nuance, isn't there? Like, because, you know, what you might find really abhorrent, I might not find as disturbing because of all factors, you know, all sorts of things. So I think like the art of like maybe having an understanding that like there are 3,000 things that could be going on in someone's life or day or situation, and like the art of forgiveness and freedom to be oneself and to express one's thoughts, and that sort of acceptance of flaws, I guess. That seems, it really feels like it's that, like, rather than like not just praising people's brilliance, it's like acceptance of the stuff that makes us a bit pathetic as well, which is adorable.
Absolutely. Well, fingers crossed for season 2 so we can find out what your journeys are going to be like. And thank you so much for chatting with me today.
It was lovely to
so
chat
much.
to you. Thank you, Katia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.